to face tomorrow's challenges. As I often say, if you want to catch the rabbit, don't change the rabbit, change yourself. And the best way to change yourself is through constant learning. The world is changing fast, and those who don't adapt will be left behind. Furthermore, I believe that education is not something you do just for yourself. When you learn, you also have the opportunity to share that knowledge with others. That's what I did at Alibaba. I've always encouraged my employees to learn, to develop. I believe that a company can only grow as much as the people within it grow. If you invest in education, you're investing in the future. So never underestimate the power of learning. Keep studying, keep evolving. Education is what will open doors you didn't even know existed, and remember, the knowledge you acquire today is what will prepare you for tomorrow's opportunities. Don't stop learning, because true success comes to those who never stop looking for the next level of growth. When I started Alibaba, many people told me that the business model was terrible. Some thought I was wasting my time, others simply didn't understand what I was trying to build. However, I never took this criticism personally. On the contrary, I always saw criticism as an opportunity to improve. Every time someone criticized my work or my idea, I used it as fuel to further improve the business. I firmly believe that criticism is one of the greatest sources of learning. They show us where we might be failing and give us the chance to correct course before it's too late. Instead of feeling demotivated, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? For me, this is how I managed to turn a lot of negative feedback into something positive. I always say that where there's complaint, there's opportunity, and the criticism I received at the beginning of Alibaba was essential to refining our strategy. Instead of fighting criticism, learn to use it to your advantage. This doesn't mean that you have to accept everything they say, but rather know how to listen and identify what can be useful. In the beginning, many people called me crazy for believing in the potential of the internet in China, but I knew that those criticisms came from people who couldn't yet see what I saw, and I used that to keep improving my model, tweaking it until we were ready to grow. I also learned that the more successful you are, the more criticism you will receive, and that's a good thing. The more people talk, the more they're paying attention to what you're doing. That means you're attracting the attention of the market. So instead of trying to silence criticism, embrace it. They could be the key to your next big step. If you know how to turn criticism into opportunities, there are no limits to what you can achieve. So the next time someone criticizes your work, remember that it could be what you need to achieve success. Listen, learn, and adjust as necessary. Criticism shouldn't be seen as barriers, but as stepping stones that will take you to the top. Use them to strengthen your strategy, and you'll see that each one has the potential to be an opportunity in disguise. I always say that where there's a complaint, there's an opportunity. That may sound like a simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. People complain because something isn't working, and this is your chance to make a difference. When we started Alibaba, many people complained about how difficult it was for small businesses in China to access larger markets. This complaint was the starting point for us to create our e-commerce platform. We listened to what people were saying and turned those complaints into solutions. When you pay attention to the complaints around you, you are identifying real problems that need solving. People often ignore complaints because they think they're just part of life. But as an entrepreneur, you should look at it with different eyes. Every complaint is a clear indication that something is not working as it should, and this represents